lot of you know, a couple of weeks ago, during the pursuit, we totaled out one of our patrol cars. Right now, I'm trying to find a replacement car. It's been tough. I'm being told that the only way to get another car right now, I'm probably going to have to put it on order. We've not settled the insurance yet, which we're expecting the insurance to settle on this car. But I just need council approval to go ahead and order it. It may take 3 to 6 months to get the car. It could take longer. There's no guarantee how fast
You're gonna get enough money from the insurance to take care of the.
It'll be more than enough, because they're gonna have to replace all the lights and radio and console, everything.
As long as we don't have to put any extra money.
If there is any extra money, we can take out our equipment reserve. It shouldn't be much, because we should get more than what the car is worth. We should.
Okay.
But I'll let you guys know, once I put it on order, that we will have to pay for it when it comes in.
I'll make a motion with a second.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor? Any opposed?
Other than that, that's all I have, unless anybody has any questions.
How's Officer doing?
He's doing good, very sore, not getting around very good, but he is getting around. Probably gonna be off for quite a while. Probably on work comp. We don't know how long yet. It'll be a slow process for him to heal up.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
all right, street.
Mayor, council members, we don't have very much for the street department. We were able to finally find a loader. It's a used loader. It's a 2022 910 Cat with 15 hours on it. It's got a 60-month or 2,500-hour warranty that started on 11/4, so it's still got 4 years of warranty left on it. He thought it'd be here today, but it wasn't, so hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. He said he for sure should have it this week. So we'll be back with a loader before too long. We do need to have a street department meeting, committee meeting, and a stormwater meeting whenever we can get one.
Scott, we had discussed that after the next council meeting.
Okay. That should be fine.
Okay. So, stormwater, combined stormwater and street department, post next council meeting.
That's all we've got for this meeting. After we have that meeting, we'll have more things for that. Call for stormwater, street department, unless y'all have any questions.
Our storm.
You want me to start, or you got it? Start the first one.
The pipelining crew, if y'all ever have been over around Vandeventer, Harrison, Walnut, in that area, you've probably seen a bunch of traffic over there. They've got a vac truck and several other things going on, but they've started lining our pipe from Vandeventer to Harrison, the one that runs under the houses. They've got a couple of them in, and they were working on there when I left work, so I don't know. They've been putting in some late nights trying to get it done, hopefully try to get it done this week, so they're getting it.
Go ahead, get the next one, and we'll come back tomorrow.
The only other thing is that we put in a couple of drain boxes on Providence Road. Right now they're working on a couple on Jackson, South Jackson, then we're gonna run a line through the south end of the park out towards State Highway and try to get some drainage out there so we can get that paved this year. So right now that's in the works and it's going, and I do want to back up a little bit on the street department. There's something that I did forget, but right now our backhoe's down. We had to take it apart to, we took the valve body over here to let them rebuild it. Hopefully that's what's wrong with our front bucket, but it will not pick up a load at all. You get anything in the bucket, it will not go up. So we got that rebuilt, got it back today. Hopefully we can get it back in tomorrow, and maybe that'll fix that. That's all we've got.
For stormwater still, we have, the engineering group that's finished Right Acre, and that's what we need to have a discussion on, after the next meeting, for the stormwater. They have some options for us, not that people are gonna necessarily be happy, but there's no way we can put asphalt streets down there if, the water is uncontrolled the way it is right now, so we have to come up with a plan or else leave it gravel. And so we'll have that discussion after the next meeting. all we got.
Unless Mr. McEwen wants a pond over in the corner of his property.
I was gonna ask you where they're gonna try to run that water.
It's not gonna be toward you. It's gonna be going back toward the state, is what they're looking at, but.
Well, Jake, you can always say that if you're gonna make a pond there, you gotta stop.
I'm wanting a pond, but not, not quite like that.
That's all we've got.
Okay.
That's all your questions. Thank y'all.
But industrial,
Nothing for public.
senior citizens.
Nothing at this time, meeting Monday at 6 PM at Oak Center.
Okay. Hospital.
Yeah, I'm having some problem with some information that I need, and I'm hoping somebody here can help me with it. I'm talking to an engineer from one of the hospital companies, and he is wanting some type of a printout that tells what the boundaries are for some of the properties around here and what the, how it's measured. We've gotten, Victor's helped me get a map to him, but we need other information that we don't have on that map, and he's wanting to know a description of the land or the deed on a surveyor's map, and he needs to know about the meters and boundaries of the property, things like that. So if anybody has an idea on actual measurements for property, please stop and talk to me. Also, we found out that this gentleman checked on the packet that we sent to the certificate of need department up there, and he said that our information will be presented on the 17th of April right now. And so we're going to decide what we need to do about that. Okay? That's it.
All right. All right, unfinished business, we don't have anything down.
That's where you can get
The,
information.
under new business,
Dunklin
approval
County's
of-
got e-maps, sorry. Dunklin County, you can find on e-maps the boundaries that he's asking for and ownership of different pieces of land.
Okay.
I'll send you a link.
He's got it. He said it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Approval of the annual Area Vac membership payment for employees, $3,315.
All right.
That's a
Motion.
got a motion? Second?
Where do
All
we
in
take
favor?
it? Where do we take that money out of, Linda? Or Jan?
I think employee insurance. Employee,
I'm sorry, that was last year, was it annual?
but you were barely here last year at this time.
You can check on it and let me know
I
tomorrow
think
what
You
it's
all
coming
know
out of.
how organized I was this time last year. So there we go.
I'm pretty sure it's employee insurance.
Okay,
Now, we decided that was
and it's
one,
been budgeted, so.
one company.
Right, that is, that's the Area Vac,
Area Vac.
and the survival flight one will be coming up, and it's slightly less than that, it's about 32 something.
Okay, thank you.
So, motion, second, all in favor?
All right.
Okay, a couple times now we've talked about the phone systems and putting together our bids. We sent out a request to the department heads, and we have a list of all the phone numbers, phones, and if the department heads can make sure that you know, in each one of your buildings that you've got, or like, you know, fire department, I know like for the new station, you're not exactly sure, just put a guesstimate. But we'll need to put out a proposal to, for bids, and and go back over the list of phone numbers that's on there, and if there's any of those phone numbers that are never used, and we can delete them, that's something that's a payment that you know, each phone line is gonna cost. Not each phone, but, well, each phone, because we'll end up, most of them are gonna want us to buy the equipment. But, you know, each phone line will cost X number of dollars per month. And so if there's some, you know, phone numbers that are never used and they're not needed anymore.
Those are landlines only?
Yeah, it's because, yeah, it's, everyone's switched over to the VoIP. Yeah, I mean, that's what we've got now. And so we can get that put out there. to get bids on and see if we can get a, you know, just a decrease in our payment on what that's gonna be.
I pulled the contract with the one we have now, and we did sign a 5-year contract with them.
Oh, we do have one.
So when does it expire?
This is year 3.
Oh.
Year
Okay.
3?
Mhm.
So it's too soon to,
It's too soon then. Okay,
We'll get some good ideas.
yeah, so
We
For in the
get that back
future.
in there.
in a year and a half, you know, pull it back out, it's, okay, last I understood, we didn't have that, so it's all right, okay. All right. Mayor's reports. Election is right around the corner, April 4th. Tomorrow, if you are an unregistered voter, tomorrow is your last day to register. And that is a right that every citizen has, is to, it's, when you sit there and you look at it, it's like, well, I don't vote. Well, then you agree with whatever the outcome is. And, you know, how many people are sit there and it's like, well, I didn't vote for Biden. Well, it's, but if you, and I didn't vote for Trump. Well, then that means you voted for Joe Biden. Because if you don't vote, then you agree with however he got elected. So it's still, get out and vote. Population-wise, last time I asked, we had 6,900 registered voters in the city limits. On average, we have less than 15% vote. That if we hit the 1,000 mark, that's, you know, that's a big year. But it's, on average, it's, you know, 800 people that vote and that make that decision. And so get out and vote. You know, over the last few city council meetings, and even tonight, we've got a closed session meeting. That it's been brought up that we don't ask Terry enough. Within our closed session meetings are for an employee